There are two types of people in the world: those who live in abundance and those who live in lack. Contrary to popular belief, ability and talent isn't what separates these two groups of people. Your mindset is the key. Some have that $1 billion mindset while others are living with the poverty mindset. But I have some good news for you today. Your mindset is something that can be developed and can constantly expand. You may have a poverty mindset today, but that doesn't mean that you have to keep that mindset. Those who have a $1 billion mindset understands what it is to be a producer. They understand what it is to live in abundance. If you want to live abundantly, you have to learn to be fruitful and to multiply your ideas so that in whatever it is that you're producing in excess. You reap what you sow. If you sow sparingly, you will reap sparingly. You will reap lack. If you sow in abundance, you will reap abundantly. Those who are living in lack are doing so because they produce the least amount possible. They do the least amount of work possible. They read the least amount possible, and their expectations and goals are in its simplest form. If you line up their actions, you will see that everything that they do is in its simplest form. You see, the key to success is to have the mindset that it takes to produce a seemingly endless supply. Take, for example, the rain. If you live in an area where it rarely rains, there's gonna be a drought. The grass will wither and become non-existent. The flowers will die, the trees will rot. It will be a nasty dry heat outside, all because there is a lack of rain. If you live in a city where it rains quite a bit, there's gonna be a surplus. The grass will be green and healthy, the flowers will bloom, the trees will be stout. The temperature will be cooler and the air will be moist. The abundance of rain, the surplus of rain, brings life to that city. Like the city that is constantly in drought, if your thoughts are scarce, your work ethic is scarce, your production rate is scarce, your life will be in a drought. You will live a life of lack. The same concept applies for the city that receives a surplus of rain. If your thoughts, ideas, work ethic, and production is in abundance, you will live a life of abundance. You will find that your life isn't bound and you can do whatever it is that you want to do because you're constantly producing success, which leads to financial abundance and abundance in every area of your life. Whatever it is that you do, be a producer, producing surplus. Every day I make 3 or 4 motivational videos and I write at least 5 pages in the book. I read for at least an hour per day. Some of you may be thinking to yourself, it don't take all of that to succeed. You don't think so because you're not a producer. You're living in lack. Your mindset works off of scarcity. The goal should always be fruitful and multiply. The goal should always be to be fruitful and to multiply. I record a lot of speeches so that y'all can binge watch or binge listen to my messages. I record a lot so that I can flood the market with these God-given messages. I'm always writing so that I can constantly release new books. I have released 9 books and still have 6 books that are written and is on standby ready to be released. The goal is to have way more than enough books and messages so that I can easily have a vault created for when I die. I'm always reading so that I can expand my mind. If you're a teacher, you have to have an abundance of knowledge or your teachings won't be in depth. The Bible tells us to study, to show ourselves approved. The abundance of wisdom and knowledge that I have gives me the ability to create an abundance of content, and content that is heavily in depth. My goal is to have at least 15 years of extra content created so that my name and my brand will continue long after I'm gone. I will still be doing God's will way after the point to where I'm dead and gone. Way after I'm dead, I will still be winning souls to God, helping people to escape sour situations and expanding their mind. Way after I'm dead, my family will have an abundance of income and won't never be out here barely making it. That's what being fruitful and multiplying is all about. That's what creating a surplus is all about. If you sell a product, produce an abundance. You can't go worldwide with 10 products. 10 products will have you in lack. You won't even have enough for samples and promotions. And even if you sell all 10, you still won't really have much. Don't get me wrong, 10 is a starting point, but you have to start somewhere and multiply it and take it to that next level. Start with 10 and grow that into 50. Multiply. Take those 50 products and grow it into 100. Multiply. Take that 100 and grow it into 1,000. Multiply. And keep going until that product is in stores all over the world. You have to be fruitful. You have to multiply. Get rid of that poverty mindset to where you're living in lack and become a producer. Develop a $1 billion mindset and live the rest of your days in abundance. God bless you.